Hey folks, coming at you this week with the actual Toward 60. I posted a fun little riff on it last week that plays Pidgeot and is a bit more control focused. But here is the 60 that Tord did run with to Milwaukee with pretty good success. Tord himself made top 8 with it. And then the deck overall had a near, I think, 50% conversion rate. There was like 52 people that ran it and 26 of them made it to day 2. Now that statistic is heavily skewed because most of the players that were, running this deck were high caliber players like Tord, Rahul Reddy, and a few others. You can't really trust that number very well. But a super impressive build and a very impressive run by everyone playing the deck. So let's just jump right into it. Mega Absol is kind of the main theme of the deck, using Terminal Period to take instant KOs on anything that has 60 damage, which can happen pretty easily with Monkey Dory. And the Claw Darkness is also a very powerful attack, does 200 damage, but more importantly, it lets you choose a card from your opponent's hand to discard. So you're getting a ton of information, and then you're also hindering them quite a bit. Mega Kanghaskan is more of a draw engine, but can come up as an attacker here and there. Run Errand if Kangaskhan's in the active gets you 2 cards, so really powerful. And then against decks like Charizard, Golden Go, you have Cornerstone or Ogre Pawn to kind of wall them out. Makes those matchups pretty strong, especially backing up a double Cornerstone package with Lively Stadium, Bravery Charm to boost their HP, and then having a couple Monkey Dories behind them to move damage off. Makes it really difficult to deal with. And then you've got a couple other basics. You've got your Petron Yveltal package that we talked about a couple videos ago, where you can poison and clutch and then move damage over with the Monkey Dories. Latias and Fez, of course, for the retreat and draw power. Ursaluna to close out games. Tatsugiri to find supporters if you need them. And the Psyduck is pretty powerful to slow down the Dusknoirs so that you don't get blown out of the water. Charizard, Dragapult, those types of things can't just take instant KOs on your big mega Pokemon. Supporter line feels pretty great. You got the 4 Arven because you're running Precious Trolley, and you have 3 Pokegears because you really just do want to get into Arven as soon as possible to load up the squad, and then also grab a TM Turbo Energize so that you can throw a bunch of Dark onto the field and really get cooking that way, because otherwise you're just going to be attaching energy per turn. And it can be pretty miserable without that TM Turbo Energize to kind of get you started right off the bat. And then of note, we have 3 pennies in this deck because you're going to want to fix board states. You're going to want to take like megas off of the field before you give your opponent 3 prize cards. Lots of cool things that you can do with the triple penny. And then to boost your megas HP, like we said, we have the Bravery Charm and the Lively Stadium. The Mist Energy is super important, especially for things like the Mirror Match or for Gardevoir to protect your Absol from getting Terminal Perioded back. Really important to slap a Mist Energy on them, put it on the Psyduck against Dragapult so that the back end damage of Phantom Dive can't reach the Psyduck. Lots of different applications for the Mist Energy. Only difficulty, of course, is getting it into your hand without any way to directly search for it. But yeah, I mean, that's about it. It's a big basic deck that has a lot of answers into the current state of the meta right now. As the meta shifts, this deck we'll see some text coming up for it. And then the meta might shift enough that this deck is no longer quite as powerful as it was for Milwaukee. But I think for the current future, it's going to be a pretty strong play. So give it a couple rips. At least you'll learn how to play against it. If you have any questions or something that's just not making sense to you, go ahead and ask down in the comments below. I love interacting with you guys down there. But that's enough yapping. My name's Jared. I'll be your gameplay nurse today. All right, looks like we got a bit of a mirror match here. Probably going to hit a lot of these on the ladder. Everyone's pretty excited about this deck. And, I mean, it's new, it's shiny, it's pretty fun. I took it to a just like a local Mickey, not like a cup or a challenge or anything, just to see how it plays in person. And it's good. I think it's definitely got a lot of potential. It's one of those decks, though, where you really have to pay attention to what you're doing, because one misplay can kind of snowball out of your favor pretty quickly. So spend some time with it so that you can kind of get used to it a bit more. I think the triple monkey here is incorrect. I'm watching this first game. I had some issues with the audio, so I'm rewatching it, doing a little voiceover. I think for the mirror match, you'd prefer to have Kanga, Latias, Absol, Monkey, and Petrant. That way you can Petrant the Absol into the active and start building up some poison damage for your own monkeys in case they are just refusing to swing into you. That way you can kind of force that to happen a bit quicker. We'll see. I'm pretty sure Tord's going to do like a masterclass. So if you're really, really interested in this deck, watch for his Metafy. We'll go ahead and plug him since he is the mastermind behind all of this. But yeah, I'm pretty sure Triple Monkey is like only really great in the Grimmsnarl matchup. We don't really need it for a lot of the other ones. You mostly just have 3 monkeys in the deck because it is bad to prize 1. So run 3 because you want to. Basically the concept there. And then in the mirror match, you don't want to be leaving a bunch of damage on their end unless you've got a mist energy on your Absol set up and ready to go. I think I get greedy here and I go for like the Kanghaskan attack, which, it's not great. It's probably not the ideal line of play, but it is a line of play. And sometimes I just be wanting to flip coins, the call of the dice roll or the call of the coin flip is a bit too strong for me on occasion. I don't understand if you want to place down the lively stadiums in the mirror or not, though. I honestly don't know. I think probably not, but maybe there's a world where you do. So yeah, I'm instantly punished. Going for the 25% chance of a double heads when you don't need to is actually ridiculous. So punished and deserved to be punished. I should probably not have been attacking there with the rapid fire combo. I could have just waited a turn and bossed up a monkey or something along those lines would have been a much smarter play. But they mirror back with the triple monk. And I think, yeah, we have the same exact board. Just about. They got double monkey set up on top of us. But the good news is, and why I felt a little bit more comfortable taking that risk is because we were able to get the mist energy onto our Kangaskhan. So we are protecting ourselves from terminal period. Really like the only reason I felt comfortable swinging there. Still doesn't mean that it was necessarily correct, but it's less throwy than it should have been. And now we can get double monkey set up, send that 60 damage back to them, go for the 25% chance swing again, maybe. We'll see. It is kind of a bummer. Okay, they're going to go for the claw. That's a bit worse for us, actually. Oh, no. They're just going to move another 30. Interesting. Could have swore the claw. The claw would have been the move, you'd think. Probably discard our penny. I'm guessing. Yeah, hit us with claw for 260, discard a penny. Seems pretty good. Oh, that's right. They had the Wallies. So then I was like, oh, okay, I gotta take that Kangaskhan out right now. because I don't want to get... I don't want them to essentially just remove all that damage from their kanghaskan. So I do remember being jump scared by the Wallies. Not a bad play. I still think Penny's got to be way stronger than Wally for sure. And then yeah, I'm just gonna move all of the damage to active because I don't want. Otherwise, it'll just come right back to me. So there's literally would be no point. But we'll take the healing, of course. And then I don't know. Like, so would this be a good chance to throw down a lively stadium? That's what I'm wondering too. Since it wouldn't affect this knockout, but it could hurt me in future knockouts potentially. And that's okay. We don't care about the flip this time. I wish it was a you may flip instead of a flip. That way you could just like hit no, or in person you don't have to flip either. I mean, you know, most games your opponent probably won't force you to, but I did see that it happened on stream where all they needed was 200 damage to take the knockout, but they still flipped anyways, because it's, I mean, it's technically the correct thing to do is to flip regardless. So a you may would have been a little bit nicer on the card text, but that's okay. Not a big deal. Counter catcher, going after our monkeys, which is, it's okay. I think we're really just gonna try to hit double heads again, because well, what else are you gonna do at this point? We'll get our draw for 2. We could potentially... I need an energy. Well, we'll get the energy attached from the night stretcher. But, Fez wouldn't be a bad nest ball for here. Trying to bring to active. Gives us one less flip to worry about. And all we can really grab is the energy. Never needed that third monkey dory anyways. I think... Yeah, Fez is a good get here. I was going to say maybe like getting the Petront and putting energy on that instead wouldn't have been bad. But this is okay. Lilies. I mean, none of this really helps us. Arvin, I guess. We could get a charm for our Kangaskhan at least. Get that guy a little bit beefier. And then... Why a counter catcher? That doesn't make any sense. Get an energy switch if you're going to get anything. Come on, buddy. You got to think a little harder than that. Energy switch would have been a better grab there. That's trolling. Alright, but that's okay. We're just going to hit 2 heads here and we'll just win the game. It's easy. Then it won't matter. Shoot, it mattered. Oh no! I mean, I guess, yeah, but they're not taking a knockout here, is the thing. So the counter catcher still doesn't make any sense. And the energy switch would have been way more better. But that's okay. I recorded this game like 8 o'clock last night, which I know is like, I'm old, okay? So that's kind of late for me. What did they get there? I can't see. Yeah, so from their side, how do they win this game? Let's see. They can't attack with absol again. Like, they have to penny it here. Or at the very least retreat it. Run errand only does so much. They get to double monkey, possibly triple monkey, 90 damage back over to us. But where do they put it? Do they, like, had to take out one of our monkeys? I mean, they could do like a penny play to move 120. Okay, they just concede. Yeah. All right, starting with the Blood Moon in the active is not ideal, but that's what the Latios and Pecheront are for, so hopefully we'll be able to weasel our way out of that one. Attaching energy just in case. Still want to use my energy for turn because we do have the mirror match. Okay, cool. We do have the turbo energize that we can just use with the Blood Moon, or we have the energy switch that will maybe come into play later. But just still want to get that energy attached and make sure to use. And attachment for turn is one of our most valuable resources with this deck, so as much as you can, that is going to be ideal for you. They must have prized their... Oh, they must have not started Arven or something. Not great for them. Okay, mirror match. Well, I mean, for sure, Absol. Do we even want Kanghaskan in the mirror? Definitely double monkey situation. Yveltal's not great because they have 3 pennies. Latios for sure. Latios, Absol, Monkey. Yeah, I guess we can Kanga. That should be fine, right? Cool. Let's trolley. Latios, Absol, Monkey. And yeah, we'll grab the Kanga. I think the draw support is going to come in handy. Okay, and then let's get a monkey into the active. Because I want this dark attached here more than I want the draw power. And our hand is fine right now. We'll just retreat you, promote you. And let's get some more darks into this field, eh? Coolio. Oh, we need a Petch. I should have gotten Petch instead of Latios, because I want to start poisoning Absol. So that we can work towards a one-shot if we need it. Yeah, that's definitely a misplay there. That's okay. Probably just rip in Arven next turn, and then we can Claw of Darkness their monkey. And take a card out of their hand. That'll be pretty sick. Get a Bravery Charm on our Absol. And yeah, I think that'll be pretty okay. Definitely goofed. Ooh. We're gonna top deck a dark. New plan. We're gonna top deck a dark here. Or any energy, really. Mist, actually. We're gonna top deck Mist, which would be sick. And then we're gonna get Pokegear for boss and knock out their Latios. Yeah, I'm guessing you probably just don't want Latios at all. We did not top deck the dark, by the way. So let's just Arven. We did top deck some fodder for Earthen Vessel, though, so... You know, you take the small W's. Get rid of the duck. And then a surprise Dust Skull hits the field. Good there. Really would have preferred a Mist. But that's okay, we're not going to be terminaled in this turn. Let's just Claw, get rid of one of their resources, and then get rid of another one. Penny, E-Switch, Turbo, Boss. Get rid of Boss, I guess. I know they do only run the one E-Switch. But I think at this point, yeah. Let's take the Boss out of here. Okay, another dead card. Sick. Yeah, because they could have... Oh, yeah, because we would have had to penny, but they could have tried to clutch something. We do have our penny, so that would not have been like a crazy play. But... They top-decked another boss. What the honk? That's crazy. And the E-Switch. None of it mattered. Oh, they're going to clutch our monkey? Okay. I don't mind pennying that, I suppose. Do we re-bench it though, or do we try to get a Petront for later? Although, yeah, having to penny the monkey here kind of stinks. I'd much rather penny the bear. Oh, they're just gonna energize. Okay, so maybe we can, if we don't get a boss, then we can just penny the bear and make room for the Petront later. Interesting use of the E-switch there. Okay, there's the boss. Let's get you going. Retreat. So that's pretty good. And then we'll just try to take out a mega for our last 3 prizes. Alright, well, show me the... What 2 cards you got there? What are you working with? Oh, okay. Sure. Looking... Oh, see, we didn't even have the Petront. That's why I misplayed. It wasn't a misplay. We just didn't have the resource available to us, that's all. Yeah, yeah, I mean, I totally knew that the Petront was prized. I definitely clocked that as I was doing my deck search. I clocked it subconsciously, though. The mouth is the only thing that was kind of falling behind in that situation. Good game, good game. Alrighty, looks pretty good. That's Arvin. I mean, yeah, we'll just Artisan first, might as well. See what we're working with. Hopefully the, what do you call it? Trolley's in there. Oh, it is? Okay, nice. Double mist. Mist energy, very important in the Gardevoir matchup to stop their Mew from copying Terminal Absol. I learned that one the hard way at locals, unfortunately, but that's how we get better. What do we got? We got Petch. Petch is good in this matchup. Absol, Beltal. Got our monkeys. Most of our dark energies. I think we're doing alright. Okay, let's get the rest of the squad in here. A trolley and a charm. And now we want Absol, Monkey, Petch, and Kanga. I think we'll be just fine. Yeah, looks good. Looks good, good, good. Get this going here. Just Bravery Charm that for now. Absol loaded up. We even got the E-switch. Now, like I said, we just need that ding dang mist, and the real problem is getting it into our hand. Hopefully we can get a Lilies. Ooh, maybe we should have gone for Tatsu. I don't remember seeing him though. Just to try to like secure. Oh, I didn't realize that I got 3 monkeys. I didn't mean to get 3 monkeys. We definitely, in Gardevoir, you don't need 3 monkeys. 2 is fine. I just wasn't paying attention. I would have rather had like a Latios or... Yeah, probably Latios, honestly. Yeah, that's my fault. I forgot that there was a monkey in the active. Okay, they filled their bench with just 1 Curlia. Interesting. The Bravery Charm on the Mew. Okay. And they're hand attaching to the Mew. Okay. I don't like to judge too hard, but that seems interesting. Let's Just lilies. I know we could E-switch from the monkey and then swing, but yeah, I wanted the mist first. Beautiful. Okay. Boo-doo-boo-boo. Let's just stadium here. I don't want to give them artisan. I do think I want to take the knockout here. And we'll chains him up so we can get some vessels attached next turn. And I want to take this knockout less for the knockout, but more for like being able to see their hand. Let's see. Do we want a new hand? Arven and Pokegears, not crazy. We're gonna lose the Pokegear. We don't really need Arven for anything. I'm gonna get rid of the lilies. Force them to give me a new hand too. Because my current hand is not amazing. There's Tatsu. Okay. I didn't think I saw him. I didn't think he was an option. Once again, clocking the prize cards subconsciously. The Mew attach is interesting, especially I think they already had their Frillish on the bench at that point, didn't they? Alright, much better hand. Very cool. Excuse me. Okay, hopefully they get into Gardevoir this turn. Although I don't really want to get clawed. But I would like to boss. They are getting into Gardevoir. I would like to knock out a Gardevoir here. Yeah, 4 Psychic in the discard. Decent amount of other supplies. 2 Iono already. And they're jealous in EX? Huh. And a couple more things now. Another Curlia, Arven, Nest Ball. They're just burning resources. You love to see it. So they're probably going to claw us here then. So we're going to lose the boss. Hopefully we hit another one off the Pokegear. I would imagine anyways. Or they... I don't see them item locking us here. Unless they grabbed... No, Jellicent would be just like a throw. Whiffed on the Artisan. Iono, Energy, and TM. Man, that was not a super high value secret box there. They discarded like... I mean, some good stuff with it too, huh? It's good for us, I suppose. Alright, what's the play though? It's gotta be Claw, right? Yeah, that's the only thing that makes sense. Have they thrown any recovery away? No. Be a lot cooler if they did. Off for 200, poison for 250. We can Adrenabrain 30. Probably just put it on their Mew. I mean, it has to be boss. Anything else just feels like trolling. Yeah. Arven. Come on, boss. Penny. Ooh, do we penny here? I don't know. I kind of want to read the knockout. Is that crazy? They go down to 3. I go down to 3. And then how am I taking my last 2 prize cards? I could bear the Fez. If we could somehow monkey a knockout here, I'd feel a lot better. Not looking possible. Marvin, Pokegear, and... oh. Energy Switch, Bravery Charm. Okay. Feeling better about that. Law of Darkness. Get rid of a dark for one of their monkeys. Not super high value, but valuable enough. Okay, sick. We're probably getting Iono'd here, though, so that's unfortunate. But we'll be able to push the Kanga. Draw a couple more. We still need to get into the bear, of course, which is going to be like one of the harder parts. Let's see, so they need to do 120 with Screamtail, which is 60. With the Lively Stadium kind of screwing us up a little bit. That's helping them out for sure. So we're not going to be able to monkey knock the Scream. Yep. They had 2 Ionos, I'm pretty sure. Unfortunate. Okay, we'll take that. Pokegear for boss. Boss knock the Gardevoir. Hopefully. We gotta hit the boss off this Pokegear, right? Like we're due? We gotta be due. We only used 1. There's 2 more. We gotta hit it. Almost don't want to push the Kangaskhan now just because I don't have a guaranteed way to retreat it. Would have been nice to have been able to keep that Yveltal. The jelly's coming back. Interesting. They're gonna knock me with the jelly? Would appear so. Well, that's kind of nice, because that means I don't need the boss this turn. Oh, but I can't use... yeah, I mean, I can't. I can't get into it anyways. This will be fine. Because we're hitting for 360 with the Petrant. And then... we'll just need to get into the bear. Or the final knockout onto Fez. We'll need bear boss to close the game out. They still have 1 Iono in there at the bottom. Hopefully they won't be able to draw into it. They might get their stadium bump off the prize cards here too. Also something to be aware of. So Petrant with 240. But that'll be fine. Because even if they use like... oh, they could double monkey Gardevoir my Petrant. Especially now. Oh, that's going to shake up their lilies too. That stinks. Or Iono, not lilies. Yeah, they have to attack with Gardevoir next turn. There's nothing else they can do. Okay. Yeah, we gotta push the Petch. Can't push the Kangaskhan, unfortunately. Wish one of these monkeys with a Latias, but ooh. Ah, but we can't play it. Not ooh. Do we just save this hand then? Because we've got bear, potentially boss. And then that will save... that's one of my 2 nest balls. Yeah, I think that's worth holding on to. Not helpful. Not even a little. Are they gonna row in us? They're gonna pull up the Kangaskhan and hit it with the Mew. Not a bad play, actually. Not a bad play. Not everyone can flip 2 heads like Rowan, though. Make sure they're aware of that. I do like it, though. I mean, I'm a gambling man. I'm something of a gambler myself. It's definitely a play I would go for. Especially with me having multiple options to close the game out going into this next turn. I mean, one option, really. Let's be real. Ultra Ball. Is that a research or a Turo? Research. Okay. Double monkey. Sure. What are we pushing, though? That's the real question. Do they have? Let's see. We got one counter catcher in the bin. I don't know. Depends on... Oh, they did find the Iono. That's annoying. Alright, Night Stretcher. Let's go. We're like that. Excuse me, I was looking at my Discord. Very rude. What do we just have in there? The Psyduck or the Absol? Yeah. Okay. So we just need bear. If we push the Mega Kangaskhan, we see 2 more cards. But then we need bear and Latias. Although, no, let's see, we'll have 2 bench spaces. So yeah, we need bear and Latias. Or Penny and bear. But we'd see 2 more cards. But then we need 1 extra card. Okay. That's not the card that we needed. Alright. Run. Come on. Give it to me. Arvin Stadium. They're at 1, so we can't... Yeah, we can't, Yveltal them. We got the Arvin off of... If only Petront could Petront itself. No, they just kill them. They KO the monkey. I don't think we win this one. Because they can just scream tail a monkey too, so we just lose. Ah, we were so close. Is there any other way out? Do they have enough energy? Let's see, they got 3. Oh yeah, he's already, so that would be, put it at 110. That's plenty. Dang. Okay. I'm hoping. I'm not seeing anything though. Clutch doesn't get there. Oh, Fez. Okay. I still don't think this is it. But we'll see a few more cards. We'll stall out for just a minute longer. Still didn't help. How could you? Shoot. Yeah. Okay. Good game. I mean, we almost had him. I think our misplay of benching 3 monkeys instead of the Latias is what kind of did us in. So this is one of those decks where you really have to pay attention to every move that you make, because it can snowball against you very quickly. But it's been super fun. It gives you a pretty solid chance into Gardevoir as long as you don't goof. If you're not subscribed, consider subscribing, but that'll do it for us for today. So we will catch you all in the next one.